In the past 5 years, the ministry has made significant progress, particularly in the maintenance and construction of roads nationwide, as well as the completion of the various bridges. Ndeko Rachel, the Commissioner for Policy and Planning of the Ministry of Works and Transport, highlights that this is demonstrated by the ability to travel seamlessly from the major border points to Kampala along well-paved roads.
So quickly, we can read through Tirinyi Parisa Kumi, and that was 67 kilometers. Parisa Kamonkoli, 44 kilometers. Masaka Bukakata, 41 kilometers. Kigumba Bulima, 69 kilometers. That was 2020-2021. Those are roads. Then 21-22, Kampala Northern Bypass, 17.5 kilometers. Masindi Park Junction and Tangi Junction, Paravulisa roads. These are oil roads. This is 159 kilometers. Hoima Butiaba Wanseko Road. This is an oil road also, 111 kilometers.
Regarding the policy and legal framework development, the government enacted the tolling policy, which started with the Kampala-Entebbe Expressway, also the Road Act, which enacted, as well as the revision of the Traffic and Road Safety Act, whereby new driving licenses are now being issued by the government of Uganda. The ministry has also ensured that the transport systems in the country are worked on effectively.
These photos show the periodic maintenance works along Kampala Northern Bypass. Asphalt concrete laying. Most of us experienced this. This was being done at night, and the road is now very, very smooth.
Honorable Biamukama Fred indicated that the government, working alongside KCCA, intends to implement measures to diminish the number of the borders operating in the city.
We are doing that one with the Ministry of Works, number one, to regulate the number of borders we should have in Kampala. That is by gazetting the stages. When we gazette and say Nankulabe stage, it should have 50 people. Those are 50. Because also realize the majority, they don't have stages. They keep on moving up and down. So once we know Nankulabe has supposed to accommodate 50, Kisenyi stage 40, Rubaga stage 30, then we shall say the rest who don't have stage, we are sorry for you. Can Uganda do business outside the Kampala? In that way, we shall regulate that we have the borders also earn a living.
Honorable Fred mentioned some of the reasons behind the move of the reducing borders operators from the city center.
Chasing out the borders from Kampala, yes, some of them do errors. Like here, the border sees this is one lane. It will not stop him from riding in the opposite direction. It will not. Some of them are even arrogant. They keep on hitting at people's cars. They want you to move when in actual senses they are seeing a lot of jam ahead. But we realize the study done, most of these people doing border business in Kampala, they are hiding through. These are people, some of them who did defilement from Kasese, they ran out from police. Some of them, they have been stealing and the police is hunting for them. Some of them ran out from prison.
The state minister also detailed the difficulties the ministry is confronting, which have served as barriers to the successful implementation of this year's target.
These projects, an individual comes up, request for, I can call it abnormal amount which the person needs. Because he or she has loans in the banks and feels through this loop of compensation can get something. And at the end of the day, the projects are being affected. And these contracts we sign, we assume we have the right of way. Any delay, they keep on charging us. Those are the huge sums of money the PS was telling you here, where our contractors demand from UNRA.